Look, fam. Listen, let me share something with y'all, man. Look. You know, brother asked me, brother asked me how. Sorry about that, y'all. Brother asked me how is it possible to travel in different worlds? You see, how do I do that? You know, the dimensions, particular dimensions. How do I do that? How do I initiate or activate, you see, my psychokinesis, or what they call telekinesis? How do I activate these things? You see, first of all, like I was telling him, first of all, in order to do anything, especially to travel, you have to release yourself. You have to release yourself from this world and the world understandings and the definitions that you carry that you think is truth. You see, you have to release yourself. You have to walk into a space of nothing. You understand? Because that's where everything is in the house of non-existence. You see, and it's dark down there, you see, and you have to understand that you have internal light. I'm not talking about internal light of what you done studied or what you learned from other people. You have to literally know that you have light, and you can see it radiating from the inside out of your skin. I mean, you can see it, but you're going to have to go outside yourself, turn your ass around and look at yourself so you can see it. You see, this is not like that's something that you can read in a book. You understand? These things you don't read in a book. You see, you are the book, and you go by these experiences, and oftentimes it takes close to 7, maybe 10, maybe 20 years to master. You see, it's not a thing that you just read it or regurgitate from someone else and now you know it. And no, that's not. You becoming an imp when you do that. You becoming an imp. You're playing around. You see, you're tickling people and shit. You see, touching them and going. You an imp. You see, you're a little demon. A bad little element. You see what I'm saying? A little radical element. You know what I'm saying? See, you have to. These things are ownership. You're becoming a part of nature. So you really don't have to do anything but live in the conscious of Earths. You know what I'm saying? You have to live in Earth conscious. You have to be a part of that frequency, a part of that wave, a part of that understanding. You see, when you be a part of that, everything out here in the world that man did not create, you become it. You see, you become it. And each one of these elements out here that's not human-like, they have their own dimensions that they live in. You can't see them with your own eyes, but when you get tuned in, you can see the dimensions that they are. You have thrones, you have buildings, you have all type of things right in front of your face. You're looking at a tree, but right in the midst of that space, there's probably a building right there. You see, there's probably a people dwelling somewhere around in that area. You know what I'm saying? You see, you can't see this with your own eyes. You see, so you're gonna have to see through the eyes of a God. You're gonna have to be everything. So, in order to do that, you're gonna have to study yourself. You see, you can't do it from a book, and you gotta leave the world. In order for you to do this, you cannot serve two powers. You cannot serve two gods. Positive and negative, leave those things alone. Those are your gods. You gotta leave them alone. You got people going around saying be positive and shit. Stop tickling that power. They want you to not be negative. Stop tickling that power. Leave those things alone. Listen. Let people be who they are. You just stay concentrated, because if they come to you that way they're supposed to, and that's letting you know you weren't sealed. So because it affected you in a certain way. That's all that is. You see, you have to be keen with all this stuff, man. You have to be keen. Don't let it touch your central core, that crystalline. You don't want it to falter or alter that Merkaba from spinning. You have to keep that line in place, and you be the little Doppler right there inside, going up and down, feeding off of the powers of the negative and positive poles. You see, they work together, because as the Merkaba is spinning, it creates a halo of energy around you. You see, the only beings that actually see that halo, really, you can if you want to, but it's the birds and the animals and the children. You see, they're the only ones that see this energy in you. You see. a child that's, saying from 5 on down. You see, from 5 on down, they can see this energy in you. You see, if it's a horrible energy and it fucks with them, they're going to start crying when they see you. If it's a beautiful energy, whatever it may be, that's coming from you, they're going to start smiling. Or some of them will be giggle. They'll giggle their ass off when they see you. You're just a funny looking creature. You see, but that's real. This real talk, y'all. This real talk. You can't just learn this shit overnight. It's straight study. It's unlimited study, man. It's unlimited study. You got to get out of this illusion out here. You cannot serve two gods when you're dealing with this. You can't in a minute.